smells. Oh, the kind of vomiting that makes you feel like your whole intestine is coming out. Hello guys, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk about some of the things that you could hope to look forward to during pregnancy. So here goes. The very first number, and it's the most obvious, okay? Morning sickness, okay? My God, it's not for the light-hearted. And then you have a condition called, I don't want to distort the name, the pronunciation, so I'll just put it on the screen. But that condition is even worse, okay? You know the kind of throw up, the kind of vomiting that makes you feel like your whole intestine is coming out. You just feel like at this point there's no food there, but still like the gagging reflex, the like hurling is just happening, and it feels like if you're not careful, your intestine, your gut will come out. Yeah. And imagine that a few times a day. Yeah, that's what you have to look forward to. Morning sickness. I don't know why they call it morning sickness, because it's day sickness the whole day, literally. And the most annoying part is, your doctor will still tell you have to eat. You can't just not eat just to avoid throwing up. You have to eat. So I'm just like, it's because they'll not be pregnant before, but chances are they probably have, if you have a female doctor. But and they have to give you all this medical wherever you have to follow it. But unfortunately, especially for the first trimester, it's very common for the first trimester, and that's the first 3 months. So and there are some that would experience it even in their second trimester. We hope that doesn't happen to you if you're curious, or if you're currently pregnant and you're just curious. But yeah, morning sickness. Next is your appetite will fluctuate. You're hungry today, you're not hungry tomorrow. And it's not necessarily like a day-to-day thing. It's more like a trimester to trimester thing. You find out that your first trimester, you couldn't keep down anything. But then by the second trimester, like, you want everything. You literally want everything. I don't know if I should add this with appetite, but sometimes, at least for me in my personal experience, I had seasons where it's like I would cook, but I don't feel like eating my food. Like, I just wish someone was in my house cooking for me, or that we lived like right next to lots of places where I could just, easily go get food. Do you know what I mean? And that can get expensive. Having to cater out or eat out or whatever, it can get expensive. But yeah, your appetite is out of whack. Smells. Oh my God, this is problematic for me. I found out that outside, as in the outside, okay, outside of your house has a smell, and it's very weird, but it's a distinct smell. It's the same smell every of my pregnancies. Outside has the same nasty smell, and it just knocks you over the head, when you just step out of your house. Disgusting. Speaking of smells, onions was an issue for me too, and I love cooking with onions on a normal day, but when I'm pregnant, I don't like onions. And what's funny, with one of my pregnancies, at the beginning I just couldn't stand onions, but then by the second trimester I could withstand it. Like, it was okay, it wasn't like as off-putting, and I'll be able to cook with it. But yeah, smells, and this smells part is very tough as a woman, I feel like, because it tends to, you know, keep you from carrying on some of your activities, your duties as a mother, a wife, or whatever, in terms of cooking, especially like having to cook and put food together for your family. It can be hard. So yeah, smells is something. Weight gain, oh my gosh, like your body will expand, okay? You will gain weight, and of course it's expected, right? I mean, you will gain weight. You're carrying a child, you gain weight. But the part that annoys me, okay, is the fact that you gain the weight, you have the child, you expect the weight to go away. It does not go away like that though. In short, it's very stubborn and does not want to go away. It does not attach itself to you like it wants to now become a normal regular fat, you know, host in your body. And I don't know who came up with, I found it to be untrue, this notion that when you breastfeed you lose weight. I have not found it to be true. Please comment down below if you have found it to be true, because it's been a lie for me. Every pregnancy, breastfeeding does not help me lose weight. In fact, it's like I'm constantly in a place where I'm trying to navigate, how do I lose weight and still make sure that I'm eating enough, because that's another thing, you have to eat well in order to breastfeed, so that your child is getting the nutrients that he or she needs. So it's like, how do I eat enough so that the child is getting all of the nutrients, but then the nutrient is not adding to my own fat, like the food is not adding to my own fat. In fact, I'm able somehow to lose weight. Like, that was hard for me, and I don't know how. I hate to say this, but I feel like, you know, the Caucasian women are, I don't know how they are blessed in this area, because their snapbacks be on another level. I'm talking, they're breastfeeding, they have a 6-month-old, 8-month-old, but they've lost weight. They've lost weight, but then they are breastfeeding. They're all about natural, you know, feeding their child naturally or whatever. But they've lost weight. What am I missing? Weight gain is huge. Is definitely something to look forward to. And then you have back pain. My dear, especially in your 3rd trimester, depending on how big your baby is, depending on the shape your stomach is taking. You know, sometimes when you're pregnant too, that's another thing. Some women experience being pregnant, but like they're all tummy. Like they barely experienced any personal weight gain. It's all tummy. So while this weight is on your side, on your front like this, your back is getting even more arched, you know, and with that comes back pain. So sleeping becomes, I mean, you become very, very, like, you can't find the right position to sleep, which that's another thing to look forward to, is insomnia, okay? Because you're not going to be sleeping. You're going to have a hard time falling asleep, finding the right position to lay down so that you can fall asleep. And then, God now bless you, you want to turn. You now have to spend time to reposition so that you can try and fall asleep again. Or maybe PE is now worrying you in the middle of the night. You now stand up, you go pee. See, you can kiss your sleep goodbye. You know, but yeah, having a hard time sleeping, insomnia is huge. Hair loss is something you have to look forward to. Hair loss, okay? Your whole edges are gonna be gone with the wind. All right, they're gonna be gone. I think gone. Hair loss. I think there's something actually called alopecia. The onset of alopecia as a result of pregnancy. I think there's such a thing. It's real. You lose your hair, you shed. Like, there's a significant difference in your hair, like the amount of hair you have. Like, your whole front now chop, chop, chop. Yes. Peeing every 2 seconds. Having to use the bathroom every 2 seconds. Bros. That's gonna be your normal day to day. Okay? You cannot hold pee again. You cannot hold what? You cannot hold pee again. You sneeze, you pee. You know, that's kind of symptom. It gets worse when you get pregnant again. It gets worse. As in, small, even cough. You're already. Yeah. So, gasping for air. Running out of breath every 2 seconds. Every time you move, you shift, you use your energy. Your nose is looking for the air to help your lungs, because somehow your lungs has used all the air inside to help your body with the movements, the small movements you just did. And I'm gasping for air. So that is, sometimes even to talk, like you're engaged in talking, you've been talking for a while, and then you just find yourself breathing like heavily, looking for the oxygen. So yeah, running out of breath. And there's a plethora of things. There's a whole lot of things. I mean, your shoes not fitting any longer, having to, resize your rings, and all of the things. I'm sure there's more, but please help me add to it down at the comment section. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye.